And we are live and welcome our first thing on YouTube on our traveling locker room show. I'm going to go out of the picture here and interview these two young fine men. So I'm going to slide everything up over here to coach and coach
and fine
and coach. And you guys can get the questions up on the side. Isn't that a great picture?
That's a good
Great picture. Not bad, isn't it?
Yeah, we never look better.
So guys, tell everybody what's the new name of our. Well, we're not the traveling locker room show anymore. What are we now?
No, this is the pregame meal show. We don't eat in the locker room.
The VOP Sports Network pregame meal show.
As somebody who likes to eat, I have no problem with that.
Coach, where are we at today?
We're at Pappy's here in beautiful Santa Maria.
And a landmark for quite a while.
Opened in 1959.
When was the last time we were? 3-4 years ago we came down here? I think
it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. And enjoyed, of course, the chicken fried steak. League opener today, the Mountain League. But Coach, the first thing to do, I want to rile you up a little bit. Johnny brought up where we're going to ride. The ratings. Talk about the ratings a little bit, and we talked about this on the Bearcat locker room show.
I'll pass them back to you.
Yeah. You know, you've got two rankings here. You've got the coaches, and John brought this up before we started here, that there's 17 coaches in Division I, and the coaches get to vote for the rankings. Only 8 of them voted. So at the end of the year, if you're not where you think you should be and you didn't vote, that's your problem.
Yeah.
That's your professional responsibility. Get it done, guys. Let's take care of that. Because, there's some real discrepancies here. People that are 2 and 3 ranked ahead of people that are 4 and 1, and it's just not right. And that business about, well, you played a tougher schedule. Yeah, but you lost.
Yeah.
So that doesn't do any good. I mean, if the name of the game is to win. So I have a problem with that.
If Arkansas State goes to play Alabama and loses 70-3, that doesn't mean Arkansas State's better than this team. Just, okay, you still lost.
Exactly, and you lost badly.
Exactly. So, Coach, what you're saying is we should take the rhythms, go over here to strawberry fields and bury it in and help the strawberries grow, right?
Yes, use them as fertilizer.
Was that a good way to?
Yes.
Good way to put that.
Good way to put it. You taught me well over the years.
Very euphemistically done there.
Yes, well done.
So, league opener, Mountain League opener, which I'm still not a Mountain League, an Ocean League fan, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Oh, first of all, Coach,
Go with league opener.
Lompoc was never in our league, were they?
Never.
Okay, I had to ask because John and I got in this argument last night, and I remember all the years I'm not trying to dodge.
Do you want me to say? Do you just want me to say I'm wrong and leave it at that?
Well,
is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted? Just I'm wrong.
No,
Okay,
I would
I'll
never say that as
I'm
we're getting
wrong.
our super salad.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thousands here.
And I had the blue cheese.
I narrowed it down.
All right.
Don't worry, I got it.
Thank you so much.
Look at that. See, we're getting the
I can't put my soup up there.
Okay, no, you'll
Yeah,
spill
let's
it.
not do that.
Let's not do that.
But traditionally, Lompoc has always been in the Northern League, in the Southern section, and now with the realignment, they are in the Channel.
Yes. And that's going to be an interesting one just for them. With that league, Lompoc has been hit and miss all season. They've had good games, and then they turned the ball over 8 times, in a loss. So, yeah.
But a little more hit last week. Pretty
Yes.
good game against
Yes.
St. Joe. So, and, they're playing a little bit bigger schools down there in the Channel League. And, Dos Pueblos was CIF finalists last year. And Rigetti, that's a feather in that.
Win in Vegas.
Feather in their cap to defeat them,
Yes.
And so Santa Barbara's pretty good. And that used to be a big game, was Lompoc
Santa Barbara.
first game of the year all the time. And then that game went away, and now that's back. So be interesting.
So a reminder on the YouTube thing that we're going to slowly, gradually go over to. If you have an opportunity to blog in on the side, as the coach can see, and John over to the right, there is a little thing. You can actually get your questions in, which makes it a little bit easier. And the plan down the road is for Coach and I not to have to worry to go to the cell phone anymore. We'll have it down below by us. We'll be able to see the picture, and the questions will come up and we'll go. It's great taking questions, isn't it?
We're improving things just for Coach.
We want to make it technologically simple here for the elderly generation.
Technologically impaired.
Thank you.
We had a few difficult questions last week, but I thought we handled them well. as we always do. Always positive. That's our motto.
Yes.
And so Rigetti, tough matchup for they're okay. Realistically, guys, Paso at 2-4 right now. You want to win out and be 6-4, and you may move up to an 8 or 9 slot. Who knows?
You want to get in the 8 slot because
Yeah.
that gets you a home game. Yeah, you don't want to be 9, and you sure as hell don't want to be 15 or 16.
Amen.
Yeah,
We don't need to see Central Buchanan again.
right. And those two are playing each other this evening. And like we talked about, I like Central in that because of the quarterback.
Yeah, Mr. Tompkins. Yeah, I agree, Coach. I would love to see that game, but we're here. We're covering the Bearcats, so there's no problem with that. I'm interested to see how the Bearcats stop this running attack for Rigetti, who's averaging over 300 yards a game on the ground. It's really what I want to see tonight.
I spent a lot of time yesterday looking at them. There was a great interview with their coach, Tony Payne.
Yes.
Okay, so Tony is a graduate of Rigetti, believe 1995. He then went to Hancock and played there. And you can call this offense whatever you want. They refer to it as a pistol wing T. But basically, it's the Hancock I formation disguised in a wing T. They run G, where the guard pulls the strong side and kicks out. They run power, where they bring the backside guard through and lead with another guy. They run counter, just exactly like we used to do at Hancock. Everybody blogs down. You kick out whoever shows up at the end, and the next guy pulls up. They run power sweep, just like we used to do there. The only difference is they're in shotgun, they run motion, and have a little fake here and there.
Right.
But it is a power running game with a lot of double teams and a lot of down blocks, and the game will be won up front. Can the Bearcat defensive line and linebackers stand up to their offensive line? That's the bottom line. Here's the game.
Down in the ditch is where it's going to be won.
Exactly.
What do you think Pass is going to do on offense tonight, Coach?
Do what they always do, throw the ball short. And I would give them a steady dose on the ground of Montalongo and then bring in Barnhart and do what they did last week with him, give him a run pass option. Yeah. Change things up a little bit.
And obviously important to get off to a quick start.
Yeah.
That would be nice. We would appreciate seeing that. We saw it last week. For the first time all season, we saw, first drive, we went down the field. So it's definitely what we'd like to see tonight. Because we all remember last year when we started the league against the Royal Grande, we put the ball on the turf on our first drive. They missed a field goal, and everybody exhaled, and we went from there.
Well, another big factor tonight is going to be penalties. We can't get double-digit penalties again. I mean, last week we were credited with 9 penalties, but there were really 12 because there was an offsetting, and they declined 2. You kick the ball out of bounds on the kickoff. That's a penalty. They declined that, so that can't go on.
Right, and I think that's another part of the game that could be a key factor tonight is Reese Fay, our kicker. Can we get punts that don't go off the side of our foot? Can we, put our team and our defense in a good position so that we make them go, 60, 70, 80, 90 yards down the field as opposed to giving them that short field.
And then the next thing, too, is which team's going to tackle better.
Yes.
When the Bearcats have been on and won, they've tackled well, particularly in the secondary.
Yes.
Last week, no. And we'll see how Rigetti does in the secondary. Are they going to be able to tackle when the ball's thrown out there, or when Montalongo gets loose? Are they going to be the first guy going to be able to bring him down?
Right. Jim Shack says to say we're looking good, so Shack said hi.
Oh, Anthony's in there right now. Did he send in a message?
He did. He said looking good,
the
gentlemen.
first one. Of course, it's going to be big.
Of course, it's
Coach.
big.
You know Anthony Reed. He's a loyal follower. Loyal. And he called you the great legendary Coach Stansbury. What do you compare Coach to?
More people sucking up to Coach.
I know. Why is that? Well, it's because he's been lifting the weights.
Is that what it is?
He's bulking up a little bit. What do you bench press in that?
Not much.
Not much.
I got a bionic shoulder.
That's right. That's why
All that stuff's over.
if he ever gets mad at me, he'll just pick me out and throw me out the press box window, right, Coach?
I wish.
I'm not going to catch him tonight, Coach. If you throw him out, I'm not catching him.
Okay.
I think you got another. You get a message.
He's just saying that's right, Coach. You know, Anthony's just agreeing with Coach. He's sucking up well.
Anthony, does the YouTube look a lot better than the live stream? What's your opinion? We'll ask him that as we continue the program. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the fans, Coach. I was a little disappointed in the Bearcat fans last week. I thought Sanger traveled really well, and they made a lot of noise. You know, I hope we travel well to Rigetti tonight and make a lot of noise. Is it me? And I'm not knocking. I'm not trying to be negative, but have the fans in the last couple of years been a little bit quieter than
Well, I thought the student body was pretty good.
Student body was good. The band was good.
On their feet. You know, we've got a much smaller band than we've had in the past, too. And I think that makes a difference. They brought over
That
like
band.
100 kids.
Yeah, there's a ton of kids over there.
And the week before, with Pioneer Valley, they had a very large band. So I think that's all part of it, Jimmy. I don't.
You gotta get off. You gotta stop sitting on your hands. It hasn't been that cold. Stop sitting on your hands and cheer for the boys.
Just how big of a game is this, Coach? On a 1 to 10.
8.5.
Yeah. It's an 8 or a 9.
Because, as you pointed out, every week there's rankings are going to come out.
Right.
And everybody's going to the playoffs, but at Tascadero.
Right.
Sorry.
Amen.
So if you want to win in the playoffs, number one, you want to be in the top 8 so that you can get a home game.
Yes.
Number 2, you want to stay away from
Fried chicken.
fried chicken with me.
Fried chicken.
Super happy.
Thank you.
Dinner is served.
Thank you very much.
Johnny, can you show that?
I
What
no.
is in
No.
here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else at the moment?
No, that'll do it.
Okay.
Thank
Here,
you.
you know what I can do? Take a look at that, folks.
Yeah,
Look at that. Look at
That is awesome.
that's Coach. This is Bappy's.
Coach is sitting there with fried chicken. I got chicken fried
Here,
steak.
take, and I got the chicken fried steak.
So yeah.
Anthony, none for you.
Sorry, Big A.
So
Be all right.
we're going to want to dig here in a minute. I know Coach is getting hungry. He's mowing it
Coach is
down like
devouring the
crazy.
salad.
So we all agree we need to get on a winning streak now, win these last 4, and hopefully to get that 8 spot. Is it possible, you think, by winning the last 4 with who we play, we'll get that spot?
With that or you want to keep that?
No, I'm
It's up to you.
going
Okay.
I think it's possible to get the 8 spot. Absolutely. Winning out. I even think you could probably lose 1 and still sneak in to an 8 spot, finishing 3-1. Just can't lose to Tascadero at the end of the season. That's the key. In the rivalry game, doesn't matter. But I don't see it. I don't see it happening at all, sir. I agree with you. They're not going to win a game. I'm in agreement. Just throw that out there.
Words of wisdom coming.
Yes, I know.
every game. JR said it last week. Every game's a playoff game. No. That's where you got to look at it.
I agree.
So you've got, if you go to the finals, you got 8 playoff games in a row right now. Here you go.
Yep.
Round 1.
Round 1. Like,
Ding.
What's going on in Tascadero, Coach? Down here?
Down here from a talent standpoint, the main thing is they don't have 60 guys on the team like they used to.
their numbers are down.
Their numbers are way down at all levels. So football can become a game of attrition. And if you don't have the numbers and you don't have depth and you got kids playing both ways, you're not playing a level playing field against your opponents. Just plain and simple.
All right. Predictions for tonight before we get out of here. We enjoy our chicken fried steak.
What's your prediction?
I never predict, but you know what? I'm going to go on a limb here. Bearcats 24, Rigetti 21. I'm going to predict a field goal wins this game tonight.
All right.
I'll agree with you. We hold them under 28, we win the game. If they score more than 28, they win the game.
Greyhound.
27-24 victory. Oh, you want me to tell you what team? 27-24 Bearcats.
Bearcat. One more thing.
Eke it out by a field.
Coach, anybody shocking you in college football or NFL football so far this year? You know, we're getting a month in now.
Well, NFL football's virtually unpredictable. The Rams ended up winning that thing last night.
Yes,
Yeah,
38-31.
yeah.
Okay. I was on the road with 3 minutes left to go in the game. You never know. You know, your traditional powers, like the Vikings. I mean, who thought that the Jets,
Or the Bills.
The Bills.
the Bills,
would go
excuse
in
me,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
how did that happen?
Yeah.
You know, I'm in a pool where people actually wager.
Yes. And
And
Are you in that week to week? And
Yes.
a lot of
Like a
people lost that
survivor
one,
pool?
the survivor pool.
so, the Survivor Pool, I went out in the first week because of the tie between.
Pittsburgh
and Cleveland.
Yeah.
So, you know, Jimmy, I think what you're going to see is eventually 3 or 4 weeks down the road, the Rams, the Eagles, Kansas City, kind of evolving as the elite teams. And after that, who knows? Yeah.
No love? You're not going to give me any love?
Well, I don't think you play good enough defense. It's the bottom line.
And he's hurt. Playing on a
And
bruised
he's
knee.
playing on a bum knee. Yeah. And that's going to get you every
Excuse
time.
me, sir.
You're not about to.
Anything else you want to add before you dig in?
No. I think, college football is just, we're going to see a rematch. So we might as well, can we fast forward a couple months?
Yeah.
It's going to be Alabama and Georgia in the national title game again. Can we fast forward? Sorry, your Badgers aren't going to get there.
No. They
Lost
blew
to,
that
you lost to BYU,
They
and that
laid
took
it
care
down.
of you.
Big Ed at Camp Randall.
Yep.
First time in 59 years they lost to a
Non-conference
non-conference
home
opponent. Isn't that amazing? That's a long record.
Big game is Stanford, Notre Dame.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Notre Dame was good.
That's huge.
All right, so for Coach Stansbury and for Johnny Dawes, Jim Weeman, remember 6:30 with the pregame and 7 o'clock with kickoff, as we always do, as we end every program. On the count of 3, we go 1, 2, 3, go Bearcats.
Jim's